So with you, holding hands with your heart to see you. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now in December, found the love that we shared in September. Only blue talking love. Remember the true love we shared today. Say, do you remember dancing in September? Never was a cloudy day. Dancing in September. Dancing in September. Never was a cloudy day. got me burning up. You take me higher. You take
You got me burning up.
you take me higher. You take
You got me burning up.
you got me burning up.
You got me burning up. You got me burning up. You got me burning up.
You got me burning up.
You got me burning up. You got me burning up. You got me burning up. You got me burning up. You got me burning up.
We've been planning a getaway from your house into outer space.
Hello, boys and girls, and welcome back to your weekly dose of Vainglory action. I'm your host, Killer Maxman, back at it again for the WSG Qualifier number 2, brought to you by Razer, and joined once again by my friend and fellow caster, Imperium. How you doing, my boy? Oh, I think you're still muted, Imperium.
No, there's small technical issues there. Sorry about that.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm absolutely hyped. I'm ready to get this game underway, and we've had what 4 weeks of absolute big action, leading to this moment, which is the finals of the qualifiers too between Spain and Germany. Maximum.
Alright, second, I can't see Bruto yet. Invite Bruto. Well, that's really weird. Okay, weird. Okay, he's in the game. Oh, it's fine. He's in the game now. Fair enough. But okay,
in the game.
okay, so yeah, we are indeed ready for the final phase of the EU qualifier, number 2 of the WSG tournament. I'm absolutely hyped. I cannot wait for this BO3 to come on through. Just for information, we were supposed to have another BO3 coming up. There was going to be the Russian against Team UK. It was supposed to be the 3rd place final. Unfortunately, that will not be having place, as unfortunately Russia was having problem with their team to come up, as they were having VPN problems. So we'll be only having one BO3 today, but let's just hope that BO3 is fully packed.
Max, man, it's best of 5. It's the final. It's best of 5. This is where stuff gets serious between Spain and Germany, because it could potentially go to 5 games between the two teams.
Where did you get that information from, Imperium?
Draco Sad told me.
Right now, if I'm looking on the information of the tweet of VGL, it says BO3.
Okay.
Well, we are very professional casters here. We'll just get information very soon.
Look, either way, while we try and confirm if it is, and humble apologies for any mistakes made, while we do look to confirm if it is best of 3 or best of 5, if we can get that information out there. Yeah, these two teams, Spain has had a bit more of a, I wouldn't say challenging path to the final, but they definitely had more games that they've had to really push through. They beat Romania 2-0. They beat Holland 2-0, which was definitely a little bit surprising from my point of view. We did have that match played on stream, and it was pretty dominating stuff. And then they came against Russia last week, and Russia had looked strong, but Spain absolutely tore them apart. Absolutely fantastic synergistic plays coming out from the Spanish team, rotating really strongly, grabbing a hold of that 3.8 meta and just running away with it. And yeah, they took down Russia 2-0. Whereas over on the side of Germany, they did win the first qualifier, the first WESG qualifier. And going into this qualifier, they bet Finland 2-0, but that game was essentially, I believe, a forfeit. And then it was the same with Ukraine as well. So the first game we actually saw Germany play was against the UK. And the UK had looked strong after beating Czech Republic 2-0. And even though they were definitely the underdogs, I thought UK were going to give them a little bit more of a fight. But Germany, they proved very, very strong. But we are getting into this draft in game 1, and it's going to get pretty exciting with Spain on the left-hand side and Maxwell and Germany on the right-hand side.
Yeah, we're ready to jump right into the game. Indeed, we're going to be having then team. Well, I was looking at PP is not Potato Petal. This is indeed Team Spain, not from the EU Champions Cup. But yeah, but they're going to be onto the A side this time. They're going to have that priority pick potential. They will be banning Razer away. We saw that very, very redundant into yesterday's games on the EU Champions Cup. They're going to be banning away Finn for the side of Germany. So far, we still have a lot of priority picks. We have the Yates, we have the Lorelei, we have also the Arden and the Chermulker still available, and so is the Anchor. So we're going to see what the next bangs will be coming up. I expect maybe to see, Josue or Nomo, no, especially Gnomo onto that Yates pick. I would like to see him play that one. He's pretty impactful on that one. But anyways, I do ban away the Anchor. They are on the A side, so I would guess that means that nobody is ready to commit and play down onto this Anchor. Last pick available. This should be banned away. Maybe a Chermulker, maybe a Lorelei, or maybe an Arden. I suppose those are the main picks that should be denied away from Team Spain in this draft phase.
I'm definitely surprised Spain took away the Anchor pick. Normally, when you look to be the first pick, you want to try to secure the Anchor in some way, shape, or form. But the Inara has been taken away by Germany. I like the fact that Spain have taken away 2 strong frontliners that are going to be able to get, cause a little bit of hassle on their side with the Razer and the Anchor. So maybe they will look to be able to play a bit more of an aggressive comp that will dive in against someone in their own way. They have picked up Lorelei. Lorelei is very strong as support right now. Max fan, so she's going to be able to provide a lot of slow, a lot of stun with her fish food, and really good pickup from Spain. However, on the side of Germany, Arden and Yates, one of the strongest combos in Vainglory right now. Arden is just so mobile. Yates is able to hook them in, and together they can do a lot of damage.
But especially right now, when I'm looking at Team Germany, they have Sneaky on Arden. I think is straight up his best pick. He just plays Arden so well, can secure objectives with his Bloodful, but he's just so well. I want to see how Sneaky's going to be playing out. We see him sometimes play weapon top lane, can also play jungle. He played Roam, but I think this is going to be a carry type of Arden. I think he's going to be going weapon Arden with this kind of build up, but he's going to be dealing with a Lorelei and a Chermulker and a Silvernail. The CC potential that would be coming out from Team Spain is absolutely disgusting. So I think they need something to be able to deal with this CC. What could they do to deal with that right now, Imperium?
Well, they definitely want to pick heroes that are going to be able to maybe kite away from them. Heroes like Samuel, even Scarf, to a certain extent, are going to be able to look to poke and cause a little bit of hassle. They've gone for Celeste and Kinetic. I do like that combo. The Celeste is going to be able to really cause a lot of hassle with the core collapse, with the Solar Storm into late game. And Kinetic is going to be able to ramp up at a very effective level, Max. And so I do like the picks that are coming out from Germany. They seem very mobile, synergistic, and they're looking to support each other very well. However, Scarf on the side of Spain, I do like that.
I do definitely like that Scarf picker right there. We saw Hegman into the EU Champions Cup. It's super impactful. It shows the potential of the hero overall. You can go Dragon's Eye for scaling damage potential. You can also go for the fully pledged burst with like Broken Myth, Shadowglass, Spellfire, even Frostburn. I see some people go for that. I don't really think it's really that good onto Scarf, but some people like doing it, so why not? But definitely Scarf is going to be a super impactful hero in this pickup. We also see Josely going for the Alpha. And Alpha, when you're dealing with a team that doesn't have that much peeling, they do have some peeling with the Arden and with the Ace, but not as much as, for example, a Lance or a Finn. It's going to have a hard time to peel away from the Alpha, but I definitely do like that. It was really good into the EU Champions Cup with that Alpha. And then the last pick will be followed up with Grace for Team Germany. So both comps are now done and done. Imperium, who do you think is going to have the lead in this first game?
I'm gonna give it over to Germany. I really love their comp in terms of how mobile it is, how they're going to be able to kite nicely for the Kinetic, for the Celeste, and you then have a lot of frontline with the Arden, the Grace, and you're going to have a nice CC combo chain when you look at the core collapse, the Yates pull into that stun into the Grace. Holding over, that's a lot of sustain, that's a lot of stun, and a lot of lockdown you're going to be able to apply to the likes of Scarf. And plus, Alpha is going to have a really hard time, in my opinion. And nothing because it's Josu, but I just really feel that, the Alpha is going to be shut down more often than not. And just to confirm with you guys, and this is a small bit of my apology, but also I was told wrong information. The final is best of 3. So apologies for that. So either way, it's going to be very, very exciting, Max.
Yeah, indeed, this will be a BO3 match. So we will only, once again, if you did just join us, welcome. This is the finals of the second qualifier of the WSG VGL tournament. We're going to be having and crowning today the winner of this second qualifier. That might be Team Spain or Team Germany after an epic set of BO3s. But as you guys just know, before we actually get into any kind of like serious action right here, as Team Germany did win the first qualifier, if they win the second qualifier again, that means they will be, of course, winning both. But they still, to go to China, have to do the grand finals. And the grand finals will be opposing, normally, the winner of Qualifier 1 up against the winner of Qualifier 2. So if Germany does end up winning again, they will be officially playing up against the second place team into the second qualifier. So that means that even if Germany wins today, and they win of Qualifier number 2 again, they will be having to do a rematch up against Team Spain, no matter what happens today, to be able to secure their spot into the China Live event of WSG. As we see right now, the CP buff again is secured by Techno JJ with this Celeste.
Yeah, really looking forward to see what Tyrus can do on this Arden jungle. Tyrus is easily gotta be the best jungler in Bangalore right now. The pull comes out.
Oh, the pull, unfortunately, a little bit too late by Keanu Nakura. The stun will not hit down the target. Josue, pretty low. You have to be careful. He did pop the flask and was able to slip through the core collapse of Techno JJ. So still no first blood whatsoever, but Sneaky is around the corner trying to get maybe a little bit of a kill on Josue. He's not going to find out, so Bruto will be just They're bringing
them for a
down
walk.
Sneaky. Taking it for a walk right now. Just taking down the lane.
I'm sorry, but they both know that's what they're doing, and that's just a little bit of friendly rivalry. I really love that between the two players, as most of these European players do know each other and play either with or against each other in various other competitions. But yeah, the side of Spain, they really have to be careful early game in that mid lane. You've got to protect the Scarf. You cannot let the Scarf really get shut down early on in the game. VG just has to be a little bit careful. Make sure he just CS's nicely down, goes back, gets up his itemization as quickly as possible. Otherwise, we saw a glimpse of that CC chain come out in the first couple of minutes. That's only going to get worse, Maxan. So yeah, Germany looking pretty strong. The goal difference is about 400 to 500 in the favor of Germany. It's very minimalistic. It's nothing too crazy, and seems like Spain could be looking overall pretty good. It shows we're playing this top lane alpha, which is a little bit not unusual, but it's not quite the meta that we normally expect. Maybe with the CC chain that comes out from Germany, Jewel could have been maybe a bit more of a better option on the side of Spain, but either way, let's see how that does play out, Maxman.
I think CPG is a little bit of a double-edged knife. It can be really impactful, or you just completely lose the game if you miss your big red button.
True.
Right now, because the Trin going pretty low. This will be secured over by Dorcas onto the Lorelei. Then we'll connect for this Yates onto Bruto. We'll be able to run out of that skirmish right now. So yeah, we are 4 minutes in. A goalie slowly climbing over to the side of Team Germany. Nothing quite alarming as for now. There were not really big jungle invades, no kills coming through. So both teams really respecting each other, and that's what we can really expect into this finals of the WSG qualifier number 2 Imperium. So I cannot wait. But right now, we're talking about First Blood. Okay, I wasn't even on it, but I didn't think a kill would be going that fast. But actually, into the top lane. But yeah, that will be First Blood going over to Team Germany, and Josely just went down 1v2.
And Dorcas is getting caught out. Great pull coming out from Keanu Nukoa with the follow-up of the core claps from Techno JJ. This is absolutely sensational stuff coming out from Germany in the early stages of this game. And yes, as you kind of pointed out, the top lane, First Blood did go over to Germany once again. That means a gold lead puts them in favor by about 1.5k. 4.5 minutes in, being that far ahead, looking at the itemization. Seems like Tars straight away is going for Tarblade, but seems like a bit of engagement in the jungle mid lane area, Maxman.
Hundo will be securing one of the double bears on the back. Keanu Nukoa kind of trying to get a little bit of a waltz more, not going to be able to connect the target quite yet. And indeed, yeah, we did have a then a first block going over to Team Germany, able to get a little bit of a lead there. They also connected that, taken down the top lane turret really fast, or not even under 5 minutes. It's going to be giving him quite a bit of map advantage. And also Alphadus, not the best laner in my opinion. She can get bullied quite easily.
Yeah.
She's going to have a hard time CSing now. He's just going to get pushed back again and again and again. Dorcas, be careful. He's going to be able to get the move speed. Will the grab come out? He's got the cooldown. That's on 5 seconds. So I think Keanu will not have the time. Dorcas will be surviving that skirmish so far. But right now, we have almost a 2,000 gold lead going over to Team Germany. And we're talking about how it was not alarming. I think right now we're slowly getting to that point, Imperium.
It kind of is, and it came down to the fact that although they're getting called out.
Dragon's Breath! Ooh, they're going to be doing a little bit overkill there, but still a kill is a kill, Imperium, so they will secure that back. And now there's a 1-to-1 on the kill board so far, almost 6 minutes in. Goal lead, a little bit reduced by that. But still, so far, it's no one's game. Like, really, anyone can take this game. I'm not really surprised. With the late game potential, as we were talking into the draft phase, I think that right now, the Chelmuka Lorelei is going to be doing exceptionally well, and Yates, I want him to have a lot more picks into the early game. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find any assists or any kills, so going to have to wait. But right now, he is level 6. He does have his ultimate. He does have that map presence to Yates is renowned for. So maybe going to be looking for a few flanks in the near future, Imperium.
Yeah, and also I just want to talk a little bit about as we get into the late game team fights, when 10 to 12 minutes into this game, I think Germany have a bit more of an advantage because when you look at a 5v5 team fight, who is going to be the main focus for Germany onto Spain? It's going to be the Scarf. Realistically, he's the only real true. Yeah, okay, Silvernail is very strong right now, but I feel Scarf is going to be the biggest focus and is going to be the easiest to take down in a 5v5 team fight. Whereas when you look over on the side of Germany, who's going to be the target? It's Celeste and Kinetic, as Dorcas has pulled in, Maxman.
Will be pulled up there.
Yeah, so the late game team fights, I feel Spain have a bit of a harder job in as they have slightly more people to lock it down.
Oh, the Holy Nova and the Gauntlet going to get a nice amount of CC. Solar Storm will be ripping through, going to be negating right away the Water Wall from the Lorelei, and that's going to be, unfortunately, Silvernail way too deep. 3-man stun coming out from Chomoka Bruto, turning it around. Dragon's Breath getting a lot of damage out. Put onto Hundo is really low. He will be dropping down to VG Hostway just in time with a Fan of Flames passive, but that will not be enough to save his own life. He will drop at the end of the day. Trying to re-engage in a 3v2 situation. Keanu Nakura, he does have his grab available, get the extra CC down, but now we also have Joselu. He's around the corner, ready to get a little bit of that cake. Will he be able to get it? I'm not sure, because they're going to be taking it all away from Joselu. We have a sad man on our side right now.
Oh man, nearly 8 minutes in, that was a bit of a scattered team fight, but initially very effective by Germany, catching Spain out quite nicely. That Dragon's Breath did do a lot of work as Techno JJ secures that Crystal Treant. So yeah, the Dragon's Breath coming out from VG +3, but without a tier 3 item, but now he's got Spellfire, but at the time, without that full tier 3 item, just wasn't really doing quite the damage that it can do, so really led to a bit of a downfall for Spain overall, but let's see what happens as Crystal Treant being secured by Techno.
Well, I'm going to tell you what happens. It's maybe VG Hospital is going down, and he will be dropping, unfortunately, into the mid lane. The very nice grab. And Keanu Nakura, I was talking about his early game not being as impactful as you would like to with a Yates, but right now, he's definitely stepping things up, and he's getting a bunch of kills with his team. Now you want to look for opportunities, but be careful, Bruto. You might get grabbed through by the Yates. As I say that happens, Bruto can trespass out, though. Really nice block there, able to block a little bit of extra damage. But this buff, Ghosting buff, should be easily going over to Team Germany. They will be securing that quite nicely. Dorcas can be running, does use the block just in case, but Core Collapse is still available. That block was way too early, and he will be giving an extra kill to Team Germany.
Yeah, Spain getting a little bit split apart and kind of, I wouldn't say, whoa, Keanu not quite connecting with the hook on the VG just It seems like that mid lane is going to go down in the 9-minute mark. This is Germany just ramping up quite nicely, Maxon.
Oh, I thought Joselu was going to jump in and just try and wreck everyone, but unfortunately that will not be happening. We had a very nice invade coming out from Nosung Nome. He just took the entirety of the weapon part of the jungle away from Team Germany, so he's going to be getting a nice little bit of a gold lead for himself. Unfortunately, his team is kind of struggling to pick a bunch of these fights without him, so they were just having to surrender that mid lane turret away. So that's going to be giving a lot more room to Team Germany to look for fights. But Joselu, unfortunately, going to be using his ultimate to try and put himself in reboot phase, trying to pick a fight. Will he be able to find it? No! Prime Directive will be cancelled mid-animation. Hundor picking up another kill.
Yeah, it shows I like what he's doing, trying to get onto Hundor, but he's behind an itemization. Hundor is just kind of ramping up, not quite got second tier 2 damage item, and he's already outputting that kind of damage. But then when we look, No Soy and Gomo is about half an item ahead as the turret is destroyed up in the top.
Oh, that Wolfsmaw, really nice plays. Unfortunately, not going to be able to find any kills right there. Solar Storm ripping through just a little bit too late. Not going to be taking that CP buff whatsoever. Right now, you can see the synergy of Germany. They're slowly starting to put together these full team rotations. Joselu again bullied into the top lane by Tyrus and Hundor, the epic duo. Christian going to be secured away. Will be taken by Techno JJ onto this Celeste. Will be grabbed once again. The CC is just disgusting. Oh, he's just able to slip through the Holy Nova coming out from Sneaky on that Grace. Really nice plays. Really nice CC potential from the Nosung Noma. Divine Intervention going to be given a nice 500 heal over to Hundor. The sustain is there, but the Gauntlet will be splitting away Dorcas as he finds himself 1v5 and will be dropping down to the feet of Team Germany. Careful, Grace. A little bit too deep. Will be get poked and chipped a little bit. She will be able to back off for now at least. Ghostwing still not respawn. I think that might be an opportunity that Team Germany want to go for when it does respawn, but that will not be the case as of yet.
Yeah, so Spain individually are actually working really well. Itemization, they are keeping up individually with Germany. Where Germany are getting ahead is in kind of the rotations as a 3, 4, 5-man team. They're really sticking together quite nicely. Tyrus is rotating like an absolute beast that we kind of expect and supporting Hundor. And then they are moving down to the mid lane to support Techno and Keanu. And it's the same with Sneaky. So they are performing a lot better as a 5-man team and rotating at the right time, whereas Spain are looking a little bit more individual with that Core Collapse.
Core Collapse will be connecting onto the Lorelei. Sneaky going to be a little bit split there. I think Keanu is really looking for that Wolfsmaw. Not going to be able to find any picks as of now. Sneaky going to be using the War Chest. Going to get Trespass and CC down. Also with the Dragon Blood contracts, he's going to get an extra slow, extra burst. And Divine Intervention going to be a tan too late. He will be dropping down. The regen will not be coming through. For Collapse missing out once again. Solar Storm doing quite a bit of damage, but not as much as I expected onto the very squishy Scarf. Oh, huge grab coming out from Keanu Nakir with double man stun. That's going to be a very nice barrier coming out from Dorcas, but that's going to be now the Yates out of position. He does have his ultimate to try and reposition. He will be ulting his way away and will be surviving that as Alpha does secure this Black Claw, this Ghostman for himself, with the Black Claw was taken solely. I just realized that. Well, actually, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa! Okay. Well,
it was taken by Tyrus.
Tyrus was doing it solo with Arden. Well, it is a hero that can actually do that quite easily, so not surprising, but okay.
Okay, fair enough. That I really did not know that that's what was happening. Tyrus just being absolute beast on this Arden, getting a turn in top lane, securing Blacklaw. He's the one-man army in this game as this Blacklaw is bearing down on the mid lane of Spain.
Damn, this Yates is absolutely insane. It punishes you so hard, and Joselu, he's going to be dropping down, unfortunately. Oh, wait, oh, the bug. Okay, well, he's going to be dropping again. 2 lives will not be enough to save you away from Team Germany. Yates, he's had his grab available right now. He can try and look for a pick, but unfortunately, they're going to be behind their own turret as the turret does drop down into the mid lane. The armory is now open. This is giving the opportunity for Germany to maybe do a really big push if they do win the next upcoming team fight. We are 30 minutes into the game. Good 9-5 situation going over to Team Germany. A goal lead is only worth 1,000 for a 40-minute game. That's not a big lead whatsoever, and only 9-5. Like, this game can definitely be come back over to Spain, but it's just going to be really hard. Like, the team fights, I think they have to be really, really cautious about Keanu Nakir, because every single fight, it went over to Team Germany because of Keanu on this Yates. He was able to find his way to get a Wolf's Maw onto, for example, Scarf or also Nosong Nomo, so you got to be a lot cautious about your carries, and even front lane for him. If your front lane gets grabbed instead, that is fine. As you talk about grabs, now Dorcas can be grabbed up. He does use the block to avoid the core collapse. Nice job so far. Now, they're looking to try and get this mid lane turret, but the wave will just be a little bit too slim. And they will be securing and saving that turret for now. Be careful. Oh, that damage though. Mortal Wound. He will be able to survive there. Nice rebuke. He will be able to increase the gap and survive for now. Dorcas going to be missing out the grab. Solar Storm. Woo, that was pretty close on the Nosong Nomo, but will be missing the mark.
And all the time, GDC holding over to knock out Bruno. The bottom lane turret is being secured by Hundo or Maxwell.
Yeah, was able to get that indeed. Right now, Trespass going to get a nice amount of stun onto this Grace. Holy Nova going to be stunned out. He's going to try and put his Divine Intervention, but also stunned out, and he will be dropping into that 1v3 skirmish. Dorcas going to be grabbed up once again. He gets grabbed all the time, it cannot die. That's what I was talking about. If you lose your front line to that, that's fine. But unfortunately, Hundo, he's going to be just jumping on through and just dashing out a crap ton of damage, and he will be able to find a killing blow onto Dorcas. There's still no mid turrets going over to Spain, and they're really looking for it. They're definitely trying to commit and get that room to fight, but they just can't find it as of now.
Well, like, that's the thing. This game is actually really so even though it looks like Germany are dominating
it. Turret, it does everything.
Yeah, like, the side lanes are quite even, as turrets are down on either side quite effectively. The mid lane, yes, is in the favor of Germany. The team fights, from a synergy point of view, I believe are in the favor of Germany. But the late game comp that Spain have can pay off, as it was secured by VG just we. In the itemization point of view, he has Spellfire Eva Farvis. Don't quite agree with Eva Farvis. I actually think he should have gotten something like either cooldown with the Clockwork, or he going straight into something like Broken Myth or Dragon's Eye. But let's see how it does pay off for him in the 60-minute mark of these team fights. It could well go in the favor of Spain, but let's see what happens as they are bearing down in this mid lane, Maxman.
I was seeing Nosong Nomo a little bit split away. I'm not surprised that Germany wasn't able to commit to that. Nice time. Will be connecting onto Keanu Nakir. Does have his ultimate if he wants to try and reposition. Crucible will be used up, and he will be able to get out of that sticky situation as of now. Careful, Hundo. You're on your own there. You might not want to pick a 1v5. Sneaky's going to be around the corner. They do have the Yates backport to base, but he does have his ultimate once again still available, so if a fight does come out, they can jump on through. Hundo does use the Vanguard Knight himself. Will use the Gauntlet though. A little bit scaredy cat right there, my friend Tyrus. Crucible going to be used up. The grab will be not connecting for Keanu Nakir. Double man stun with the core collapse, so you're never going to be coming on through. Getting a double man stun onto the Alpha. Yates will be jumping on through also with the ultimate. That's going to be jostled a little bit in a 1v1 spot. Dragon's Breath will be connecting for this scuff, doing a lot of damage, and the trespass, absolutely huge trespass from this Churnwalker, turning around the tide of this fight, and this will be going over to Team Spain, as Sneaky will be the last man standing for Germany, and this will be ace for Spain.
Yeah, I said the team fights overall were going over in favor of Germany. It could have looked potentially good for Spain, but like I mentioned, having that Eve of Harvest, even though it's a bit of a meta item in some way, just in this situation, he needs to output as much damage as possible, Maximum, because he isn't that mobile. He's not really going to be able to sustain that much with the Eve of Harvest item. So having something like a Dragon's Eye or Broken Myth would have made him a lot more effective when it came to unleashing the Dragon's Breath like he did onto Hundor. But he had to go in hard on the Dragon's Breath to do any kind of damage, and even then it didn't really melt too much on the side of Germany, but that was secured quite effectively.
Bruto. Hello, Bruto. He was just walking, just ignore the enemies right there. He will be dropping down, unfortunately. And the thing, he was just already looking at the items he was going to buy himself, but that will not be the good call to do, as he will be dropping down to Germany right now. They have this Black Claw already mid HP. They were able to find the first mid lane turret. Now they were trying to look for the second one, but unfortunately 4v5. Not the kind of situation we want to try and push turrets with, so that will be Black Claw going down really fast and giving over a nice little bit of gold to Team Germany.
Yeah, but the goal is just so minimalistic. And at this stage of the game, when these teams are just, and these players are just playing so well individually, the goal difference, isn't really super important. It's definitely a sign of how close the game is between these players, because Techno JJ has the Spellfire, Clockwork, and Broken Myth. But now VGL has the Broken Myth. 3 damage items each on the mid lane carries, looking at Hundor. Also has 3 damage items, looking to build into a 4th one, most likely a Bonesaw, I would recommend. And then on the side of No Sword and Goma, also has 3 damage items with that Serpent's Max, Breaking Point, and a Bonesaw. So both teams are very even. It's all going to come down to the rotations. How you can make use of catching a team out. Look what Germany are doing.
Gonna try and get onto the front lane there. Fortunately, Yace taking a lot of damage right from the start. He's never gonna be missing out the target. Solar Storm ripping through. Gonna be putting Chelsea into his reboot phase. Will he go down first? I do not think so. Gonna try and focus onto the back lane. Unfortunately, Grace gonna be way too deep. Ultimate from Yace. Gonna try and get a Barrier. Team-wide Barrier. Gonna help out Grace so hard. Now Dragon's Breath will be coming on through. Nice trespass once again. But what is this genius? Oh my god, Bruto, what a god. Sneaky gonna go very low. Dorcas gonna be focused down by Hundor, but unfortunately Scuff will be the last man standing. Ultimate by Hundor onto this kinetic, will be able to dash out quite a bit of damage, but block will be available for Josue, and he will be able to survive that killing blow. But now it will be a lane push. Josue going to be backport into base. This should be once again a choke point turret drop into Team Germany. Spain not able to do anything, but those trespass are insane. But unfortunately, they were not able to commit and focus down right now. But Josue, I think went a little bit too deep. He's going to get stunned and killed down right away by Hundor. Team-wide ace going over to Germany.
Could this be the game-winning push, the game-winning kill between Hundor and Techno? Absolutely massive damage.
Come on, Gnomo, do something. Go for it. No, they will not be able to end the game right there. They don't want to give 2 kills over, because if they did do that, they could have try and turn around the steam of this game and have a 3v5 team fight. So I do understand why they were not ready to commit to that.
Yeah, very sensible play coming out from Hundor and Techno JJ. Getting the ace at the end of the day, which doesn't hurt them at all. And with the Ghost Ring now up, this is up to Germany. Clear that top lane wave, rotate as a 5-man team, secure this Ghost Ring, and then engage hard and force a team fight outside of Spain while Spain are just kind of looking to get their stuff together as a 5-man team and look to re-energize themselves. But no, they're staying up in that top lane, and with vision on the Ghost Ring around the Ghost Ring by Germany, it does give them an opportunity to maybe push this top lane, knowing that Ghost Ring is not being captured by this Spanish team Maximus. So I like what Germany are doing. Not quite what I expected, but it's working really well. Stick it in this top lane area, especially as a 5-man team. Tyrant's looking to engage on that cost at some point.
Crucible going to be very, very late. Unfortunately, Divine Intervention will be saving the Celeste life. Dragon's Breath going to come on through. Followed up with Crucible to provide the Holy Nova CC. Trespass will be coming on through maybe very soon, but he did already use it up. I was talking about the... Oh my god, that's going to be also the Yace coming on through. Does get a really huge team-wide barrier, and that's going to be a triple kill going over to this Scarf. with the Spellfire, Eve of Harvest, and Broken Myth build-up. What a play.
Well, the lockdown by Germany, or the focus by Germany, needs to be on this Scarf. And, you know, we just had so much space. Even without a Dragon's Eye building up stacks, you just unloaded a lot of damage with the Goop and the Spitfires, and then finally Dragon's Burst. But I gotta give a lot of credit to Jozu by getting the double kill and being that frontline massive engagement tool, along with No Sonigoma on that silver now, really providing a lot of lockdown, a lot of repositioning. And this is Germany really being pushed to their limit. 23 minutes just under into this game. The goal is in the favor of Spain, but like I mentioned, this point in time, it doesn't really matter because these players are really nearly at full build maximum, and the team fights are all going to go down to who can just about execute and focus at the right time. And Germany, like I said, need to focus down and shut down VGL because he's putting out a lot of damage with only 3 tier 3 damage items, building towards a 4th. Maxan is looking pretty good.
I just realized in the last team fight I was saying Trespass, I meant Torment. My bad for that, you guys. But yeah, so far, like, Team Germany, a little bit on the back foot. They're not able to look for the opportunities in the fight they were looking for. Was that, yes, they did have the early game potential, as I was talking about earlier, but right now, they're kind of falling behind, and they're not able to find the opportunities they had earlier. And I think it's especially in Crucibles that forced out really, really early by the entirety of Team Spain that are able to then win the team fight with the chest pass. But War Chase will be coming out from a very, very scared Team Germany. And I understand they do not have the Arden. That would be a 4v5 engage, so they're just not ready to commit as of yet. But Arden still split. Only going for these double backs. Be cautious.
That is one of the first time I've seen, at least in this tournament, but one of the first times I've seen Germany actually back off from a bit of a team fight engagement and actually run away. So there's definitely a fear and a side engagement coming out from Alpha.
Prime Directive onto Tyros right away. Dorcas going to be split away. Doesn't have a Crucible. Going to be using up a little bit of a waste, I would say. Nice stone with the fish food. But that's going to be a horse wheel. So on his own, the block comes out too. The blocks are raining on both sides, but especially for Team Spain that do not have that anymore. So I do understand they want to avoid a team fight. They have a lot of CC potential coming out from Germany, especially on that Wolf's Maw from the Yates. So they're just going to be backing off, waiting for the cooldowns of a bunch of their blocks, especially the Crucibles that got used up very, very early in those team fights. So Spain a little bit on the back foot in that start of the skirmish.
A little bit on the back foot, but it's still a matter where the teams are kind of going, okay, if they don't have the perfect team fight engagement, they're kind of backing off. We saw that happen. It was a little bit scattered between the two teams to around the Crystal Tree area. One of these teams are looking for the perfect opportunity and trying to, you know, get every chance they can. But if it's not working out, you know, wisely so, they're going, okay, let's back off. And that's what the status is of each team right now. We're 25 minutes in. This is such a great start to this EU Qualifier 2 final, Max, and both of these teams are pushing themselves to the max, showing what the Vainglory Pro scene can push out when it's given a chance, as these teams are just really bringing it to the max.
Yeah, both teams at their limits right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we do actually go in the very first third game in this tournament. That'd be absolutely huge improvement. I cannot wait to see if that's going to be the case. But right now, both teams just feeling a little bit what's going on. Kenny was going to try and like get grab there, but he knew he wouldn't have the range. So not going to be wasting such a core ability right off the bat. Sneak going to be a little bit separated there by that tripwire. So far, they're just looking for the engage potential. Sneaky going to be grabbed up, and Hundle is very split. The CP buff will be taken away by Hundle. The grab will be connected right off the bat. Nice block, and be able to stop the core collapse from connecting with Jocelyn. Will be able to find a bunch of Prime Directive onto this kinetic. So the Storm ripping on through, going to be doing a lot of chip damage on the entirety of Team Spain, but they're going to be dropping down like flies, 1 by 1. 3 kills so far going over to Team Spain. 5-man Holy Nova will be coming out with a nice amount of CC. That will be a double kill for the silver now, and Spain are coming up on top in these team fights, Imperial.
Well, VGL got Dragon's Eye last item. what I said he should have gotten earlier, but got it as a 4th damage item. And Spain do not need to engage, believe it or not. They only need to find the right position and find the right moment. They are engaging definitely a little bit more in Germany, because Germany look a little bit fearful as Hundor gets caught out with
It's going to be pulled up. Boss will be connecting 3, and Joselu and the Silvernail picking up the kills. And this will be a very, very, very unexpected and huge upset in game number 1 as this game goes over to Team Spain. Woo!
Wow, that was definitely a bit of a surprise. Germany looked a little bit more dominating in the team fights in the early game. But I mentioned at the start that the late game potential of Scarf alone, never mind the Silvernail, was dangerous. And it happened. It worked out. The focus on the side of Germany, again, like I mentioned, was really not what it should have been. They should have been focusing hard on VG Just Me. Plus, they had kind of a bit more of an engagement comp, I feel, because they had to kind of engage hard with Hundor, with Tyrus, and with Sneaky and Keanu, but it wasn't really working out. Once they started losing the team fights, Maxman, they actually got a little bit scared, and when you get a little bit scared, you don't become confident in your engagements. Therefore, you start losing control of the game, the map control, and you give the opponent team just a bit more of a psychological advantage. And this was Germany being tested to their limits.
Yeah, but Imperium, as I was talking, and as we were saying into the actual draft phase of this game, the CC potential late game was just really, really punishing. They had the Shellmocker, they had this Lorelei. If you start engaging in a team fight, but then you start like running backwards and just not ready to commit, you were going to get punished really hardcore. The CC was just huge, and that was really shown up into the late game. As you mentioned, like Yates was really impactful in the game, getting you Team Germany a bunch of kills, but just unfortunately not enough, and they were not able to snowball the game as they wanted. We were talking about how much the gold lead was not that alarming, and that's because unfortunately Germany were not able to get as much of a lead as they would have wanted throughout that early game, and then late game is just completely went over to Team Spain. So congratulations to them. 1-0 for Spain so far, and I cannot wait to get into the second game, Imperium.
Man, this is I'm so excited. I'm really happy that Spain won the first game, because if Germany had won it, of course it's kind of like but it would have felt a little bit I expected that to happen. I didn't expect Spain to take this first game, but they've done it. They really have set themselves up to win this second qualifier round, as you did correctly point out. Either way, there is going to be a rematch between these two teams in the grand final later on in the year or the start of next year to determine who's going to go on to the live finals next year. But this is a taster, and this is a setup, and this is a transfer. Both of these teams to gain a psychological advantage on the other team before the grand final. Max said if Spain could beat Germany 2-0, this would be literally them kind of going, no, you won the first qualifier, but you're down and out, guys.
I would be so hyped if Spain is able to win, and like that means we will actually have the winner of qualifier 1 against the winner of qualifier number 2, and that means that we won't be able to say which team will be going to China, and that will be, I think, one of the best matches in the EU scene in 2018, and I cannot wait to see what's going to be happening into this second game. I'm just waiting for a bunch of players that haven't been showing up right now. Well, Hundor and Tyrus.
Hey guys, look, get it in chat if you haven't already who you are supporting. If you are supporting Team Germany, put hashtag Germany. If you're supporting Team Spain, put hashtag Spain. Let the guys know who you are rooting for in this series. Of course, I'm a little bit unbiased. I want to see Spain really push Germany like they already have in this series. Looking at what maybe Spain could do a little bit better. I know they won the first game, but there's always little bits that they can improve on. Early game, stick a little bit better as a 5-man team when you are looking to rotate. Germany tended to do that a little bit better early on in the game. And then itemization, like I said, I do think second item coming out from BD Just Me could have been a Dragon's Eye as opposed to even a Harvest or even a Broken Myth. There was that risk that it couldn't have worked out and it wouldn't have let Spain get to that late game stage, but Germany didn't capitalize on that. They let the Scarf get the late game, and obviously Spain was able to take advantage of that. But we were just looking to get these final members of the teams into the party. Going to be swapping over the side. So Germany is going to be on the left-hand side for the second game, and Spain is going to be on the right-hand side. Max, let's talk about the draft going into the next game. We saw Anka being banned on the A side in the first draft, not letting Spain... no, sorry, it was banned on the B side, I believe, B or A side. Either way, it was taken away. And that was definitely interesting. I think that's kind of part of the reason why it led to such an elongated late game and elongated team fights. Do you think maybe one of these teams are going to look to mix things up and really create a very hard, engaging comp with frontliners like Idris, Reza, Inara, or even Anka that can really get onto the back line?
I think a dive comp with like surrounding around Inara like does not play that much in competitive Vainglory. I think that would be very interesting to see. We saw the game of Vision versus Tribe. We saw T-Tigers play this utility slash fully tank Inara. And it's really impactful if you got heroes who can try and commit and dive, like if you're with an Anchor, if you're with a Reza, a Blade, like heroes that, and also with an Idris, for example. The objective is to dive onto the enemy team. And basically when you have an Inara, you have a free pair of War Treads. And also a free pair of like CC, you can just dive onto the enemy backlane, CC him instantly and apply, for example, like mortal wounds if you want to, if you go for and build the surrounds around that, or also the Atlas Pauldron if you go onto the backlane carries, because weapon is the meta in 3.8. So I think that's why Nara is a little bit forgotten about, unfortunately. But right now I'm seeing we do have, unfortunately, a little bit of a delay, guys. We're going to have to wait for our boy Hundo. He is having a little bit of a connection issue. So we're just getting ready to jump into the game ASAP.
German internet OP max, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good internet in European like stats. Like apparently they're doing really well.
Not in Germany, no. Not from the people I talk to. Their internet is kind of a little bit dodgy at times. But
well,
either way,
plebs anyway. So.
Fair enough. Thanks, man. Well, you're my friend, aren't you? Anyway,
Oh damn, got him.
But awkward, but no comments. But it's like, yeah. But either way, so looking at this draft, yeah, I definitely agree in terms of, you know, having this Inara and really building a comp around her, if that makes sense. So you talk about the dive, and then you talk about a little bit more extra utility, then having somebody like Gwen, Kinetic, or even Vox in the backline. And Vox is a hero that has kind of fallen off a little bit in terms of meta. We saw patches and patches and patches for such a long time since 5v5 was essentially released. Vox has been at the front line of these bot laners on the, you know, the A+ bot laner. We're seeing less and less Vox in the 3.8 meta because these kind of hard carries in terms of other weapon power carries, as well as the frontline heroes like Idris, like Reza, like Inara, are able to get onto the Vox and kind of shut the Vox down before the Vox can go and kite away. Plus, with the nerf to the likes of Breaking Point, did affect Vox quite heavily, but maybe it can work given the right opportunity, Maxman. So definitely would like to see something like a Vox being played. Plus, as we talked about, CP dual top very much favored in a lot of areas for these teams. I know it requires a bit of a particular comp, a bit of a particular playstyle for that to work, i.e. very much late game based comp or very heavily late game team fight based. But I love that big red button. I love when it's unleashed at the right moment and it can steal a Ghost Ring, steal a Black Claw, or just wipe out that back line, that front line on any team and just really apply it. It can turn a team fight around, Maxman.
It can definitely turn around the team fight if you play it properly. CPG, a really impactful hero in this patch. Now, we do have Hundo ready. Going to see if teams are ready to jump into the draft. They say ja. So that means yes, yeah, okay, no. And we'll be jumping on through into the draft. I can talk a little bit of German. Just Ich liebe dich, and that's it. That's fine.
Fair enough, fair enough. So let's see what Germany do look to ban in the first stages of this game. If you've just joined us, this is the EU WESG qualifiers round 2 between Spain and Germany, with Spain taking the first game in this best of 3. Germany did win the first qualifier round, so either way there will be essentially a rematch between these two teams in the grand final later on. But we see Trey Walker ban coming out from Germany, and then a Lorelei ban coming out from Spain. I do like the fact that they haven't banned a Finn or a Yates, Maxim, because it's a little bit not untypical, but it means that Germany have to, I feel, either ban Finn or Yates for their second pick to maybe possibly pick up an Anka, but they're looking to maybe focus on banning. They take away the Razer, Maxim.
Razer, huge powerhouse in 3.8. You just go for Aftershock, Clockwork, Broken Myth, and you are done and done. So that's going to be banned away there from Team Germany. Looking for one more ban potential. Yates, Finn, still open. We're going to be seeing the Anchor ban that was still available. So I think they do indeed want to take that away from Germany. They have a bunch of really skilled players on their side. So you definitely don't want to give a hero that can just eat for breakfast squishy enemy backlines right off the bat. So that's going to be nice. They do pick up the Finn. Yates into a Finn, we know it struggles a little bit into the late game phase when you do see a bunch of team fights starting to come up. So I think that here, Yates, if they do decide to go for it, they have to rely entirely around the early game. So if they do that, I think that picking up a Flicker and a Malign would make a lot of sense. But so far, they're going to be going for the Arden pickup, leaving Yates still open. And I think also double grab comp with Yates and Finn could be pretty disgusting late game Imperium.
Yeah, and definitely. Plus, with Razer taken away, Anka taken away, it actually gives Spain a chance to pick a bit of a dive comp. If they pick up in an hour right now, I don't think Idris will be picked up by Germany, but they're going for Silvernail, so they could have gone for an hour Arden, Idris, really frontline dive. Now, I know that kind of goes against Finn late game, but it would give Spain the chance to shut Germany down early game. But we are actually seeing, after Silvernail was picked up on the side of Spain, Inara is being hovered over by Germany. Mixing Inara and Finn is definitely interesting, but I think Inara can hold her own in the front line while Finn kind of holds the back line defense. So I do like what Germany are trying to put out. Then when you're looking at the Finn, and I've said it before and I'm going to continue to say it again until he gets nerfed, in my honest opinion, Scarf is the best mid lane carry to support Finn, especially when you get to that late game. So I do hope that's what Germany do go for, but they do lock in the kinetic for the one and only Hundor that he played in the last game, Maxon.
Yeah. What I do like with the Inara is also when you hit the late game spike, you also have Inara when she's going to ult, she's going to give Finn that extra loose speed. And it lasts actually a really long time. So Finn that has, you know, one of the slowest movement speeds into the entire game, that's going to be allowing him to close the gap a lot more effectively and get maybe in position to get a Force of Gold, get a Polite Company, or a Quibble. So far, I do like the draft coming out from Team Germany. Though, we will be seeing a Lyra getting picked up, respectively, by Team Spain. They do have then the Lyra, the Silvernail, the Arden. That means they are going, I think they're going for a lot more of a combo that has sustain instead of like burst potential. Whereas when you see the Inara, the fact that they got Inara for Team Germany, I think that they want to try and end fights in a few split seconds. Seems like we're going to have Spain probably going to go for Celeste. Yates still being open. I don't know if that's going to be one pick that's going to be taken and fought over by Team Germany, or it will be maybe the last pick that will be picked up by Gnomo. And we know that Gnomo is an insane player on that Yates pickup. So I think it might also be a respect pickup by Team Germany if they want to deny that pick from Gnomo.
Definitely, indeed. But then again, Dorcas, who is the support, could actually secretly go for secretly pick up the Yates. But either way, Scarf, like I said before and say again, Scarf picked up by Germany. I really like the comp, and let's see what they do pick up as their last hero. If you have it an hour, Idris maybe, or even a Glaive, but there seem to be hovering over between actually a couple of heroes, Maxman. They're going between Grace and Lance. They go for the Lance. I don't quite agree with it, but at the end of the day, this is Germany, pro players. They know what they're doing. Let's see if it does pay off for them.
Yeah, so right now the last pick indeed was Lance. I think, like, respectively, each single hero that was picked up on the side of Team Germany, like, works especially extremely well in 3.8. But I think the synergy they're trying to build up is maybe a little bit all over the place. It's got good late game potential, it's got good mid game and early game, but there's no way where it's going to have one of those huge power spikes where it's going to be absolutely shredding through Team Spain. So I do like their comp. I think that if you're looking for power spikes, and I'm talking here about the late... Oh, okay. Well, it just cut me off. Okay, fair enough. I'll just be going back.
No problem. But I totally agree with you, Max, and you really hit on a good point. They have kind of okay early game, okay mid lane. Yes, I suppose the late game is technically their absolute strongest time of the game for this Germany comp with Finn and Scarf. But I really feel the reason why I say I don't think Lance is going to work is because with the Lance, as we know, and you play a lot of Lance in jungle, in fairness, so you might have a better idea.
CP Lance is really good. I think
CP
it's really
Lance
under, like, people don't
underutilized?
it's underutilized. Like, CP Lance has got the best kind of peeling in the game. When you have those CP ratios up, your Give Them All can stun enemies for so long. That's why I love it. When you have to deal with a really buff enemy frontline, the super tanky, you can just like get them all in for ages and just allow your team to dash out the damage, stack up on Breaking Point or Dragon's Eye items, and just basically turn around the course of a team fight only with going CP Lance. After Weapon Lance, if you have a lot of squishes to deal with, it is a good pick to go for, but we'll be going to the blind pick right now, just so the players pick it up ASAP, and we'll be in the game very soon, guys.
Plus, when you're dealing with a comp like Spain they have a lot of kind of zoning and kind of lockdown with it. You have Dorcas on the Lyra that's going to have to bright bulwark. You're going to have no signing Nomo on the Silver now that's going to be able to lock them down. You have Bruto with that CC, and then you obviously have VGL with that core collapse. You know, with the Lance, if you go weapon power, yeah, you might have an initial strong weapon power kind of burst, but like you pointed out, you don't have the longevity of the Githian wall. You don't have that nice kind of utility to lock them into a certain situation that realistically, in my opinion, Germany need, especially when you have a Scarf that's going to want to goop and spit fire, really build up that damage, build up the stacks if he does look to build a Dragon's Eye in the first kind of 10-12 minutes, or you know, a couple of items. So if he goes CP Lance, I like what they're doing, but it seems like they're initially going for weapon power Lance. Maybe it's just weapon play to start off. It is going to be a top lane Lance, which is definitely also a little bit unusual. But this game has started, Maxon. Two teams, two massive set of players in the EU community going at each other. Spain looking to possibly secure this series 2-0, but Germany will have to fight back hard if they want to keep themselves in this second round qualifiers.
Yeah, definitely a pyramid. Awesome set of BO3 is upon us as of right now. Going to be having slowly the camps going to be coming up. We do have the Celeste already onto their own CP buff, so they're not going to be going for any kind of events or whatsoever. I think that both teams are a lot more respectful than what we saw in Game 1. They're already really respectful of each other, but right now they're just like not ready to go into the early game, especially when you do have a Malene on the side of Team Spain. You do not want to go for the invade because she can just melt you down so fast here. Hello.
Indeed. I'm sorry, I'm just having a couple of voice connection issues. It's on a low bar, so apologies about that, guys. But yeah, indeed. I think what Germany need to do though is Germany really need to hold it out for themselves, just kind of play a little bit safe and get to that late game. Kind of similar to what Spain did slightly. However, we are seeing a bit of an engagement coming out between these two teams, Maxwell.
Not really surprised to see Spain pull the trigger in this first invade, as they do have the Malene got a little bit of extra damage output, but Joselu is going to be caught, unfortunately, out of position. Going to be running the wrong way. He's going to try and pick a 1v1 on Tyrus. Doesn't have his blood for blood, so he can't get the killing blow. Tyrus does have his flask available. Joselu, unfortunately, does not have that anymore, and he will be surrounded by foes. Bruto's around the corner. Can he get the Vanguard through? No, Bruto, you're too deep, man. No, he will not be able to get the Vanguard. He was nice try, but unfortunately, that's going to be first blood going over to Team Germany.
This is the start that Team Germany want the sneaky roots to Malene. Yeah, great start. Great start coming out from Germany in the first couple of minutes. Goal difference is actually not in their favor, surprisingly enough. But either way, we're going to maybe look to see if these rotations coming out from Germany can really pay off, allow Techno and Keanu to really get to that late game stage, and BG could be under pressure if that is the case. Max, on itemization, it's early on, of course, so we're going to see that the players really build up. Bruno on the side of Spain has got 3 crystal bits, so just looking to really output a lot of early game damage like the Malene can do, and kind of, you know, catch out this German side with her rotations, Maxon.
You're going to try and work around that. So I was just seeing into the Twitch chat, guys, a lot of questions about the format. What's going to happen if Team Germany wins again? Imperium, you might want to say a little bit of how that's going to be working out if Germany does win again.
So if Germany do win again, they face the second place team of the round 2 qualifiers, which, as it happens, is Spain. So either way, whatever the result in this best of 3 series is, as the format is set, it will be a rematch between Spain and Germany. Of course, the intention was to always have 2 different winners in each qualifying round. And when I say 2 different winners, 2 different unique winners, as in, I don't think, directly anybody expected Germany to be so dominant in both qualifiers. But it is the case, this is the format, and it is how it is going to go down either way. But I think we all want to see Spain win this series so it can be a true rematch and a true kind of confrontation between these 2 countries when it comes to the grand finals. But that will be then. This is now 4 minutes into this game. Germany are looking overall pretty good in this mid lane, Maxwell.
Yeah, so far applying a lot of pressure, but Josue pretty low. TennoJJ doesn't have that much energy up his sleeve, so will be not able to spit out those Spitfires as much as you would like to. So that's going to be also the Celeste backport into base, as she does get an Eclipse Prism and a Heavy Prism, and also Kinetic will be getting this bot lane turret for the side of Team Germany. So unfortunately, on top lane, they do not have as much push potential in this early game. Malene doesn't do that good onto turrets. We do have those also Nomel on the Silver Nail, but they were just not able to push off that turret sneaky on this Lance pickup. I don't know then, we were talking about if he was going to go weapon or CP. I think here weapon would make a lot more sense when you're looking at the side of Team Spain. Celeste, Malene, Silver Nail, you have a lot more squishy targets overall, so I think going for Lance and trying to get that fully pledged burst damage is a lot more interesting than going for extra CC potential. But right now Sneaky going to be a little bit caught off guard. We'll get CC down, the Impale does connect, but he will be almost going down as he pops the flask. One more basic attack, will they be able to find the kill, get them wall, and he will not be able to survive that 1v2 skirmish and giving over an extra kill to Team Spain.
Yes, very good job coming out from Team Spain. I was about to really compliment the early game that comes out from Germany with their kind of goal difference, with their kind of ability to take the early game turrets. But that was a bit of a catch out on the side of Team Germany with Sneaky, and it does allow Spain to really get back into this game. But Germany have the better late game comp, Maxman, so they are really favoring themselves in getting ahead and securing the late game as you do get into the points where the Ghost Wing is going to start forming up, so the rotations are going to be ever so more important. Each bottom lane turret has been secured by each team, so that will allow the respective bot laners to force the
cord coming on through, not going to be crucibled unfortunately, but still Josue will be able to survive with this level. HP going to be regenerating up slowly with the heal of Dorcas and also with his own healing flask, so no death unfortunately in that fight. Gonna have a rotation, 4-man rotation into the mid lane from Spain. They're gonna try to out-rotate Germany as they're going for this Ghostwing engage with the portal of Dorcas. Thunderstorm ripping on through, and it will be taken away by Dorcas on Lyra. The one that has the less damage is going to be taking a Ghostwing for Team Spain as Tyrus does drop down, and so does Hundor. But man, Spain, we were talking, like you said, that how much the late game potential comp from Germany is they have a huge advantage in the late game. But right now, we were expecting Team Spain to go more aggressive to get these opportunities, and that's what they did right now. And you want to see this keep going on for Team Spain. If they do release a little bit of the pressure, they're going to be giving opportunities for Team Germany to come on through and come back into this game. But even though it's not really a comeback, like the lead is still not that put down into this game. We don't really know who's going to be coming on through, as we do have an engage into this bot lane. Hundor going to be caught out with the blood for blood. Nice amount of damage. So now with the tripwire, not going to be able to get any silences whatsoever. But still, really nice early game so far from Spain.
Yes, Spain have a 3k gold lead. That Ghostwing engagement by Germany, it just wasn't the right call to make, in my opinion, Maximum, because, like I said, they're late game comp, and realistically, in this early game, there's just more of a damage output. Yes, great steal coming out from Spain, but they know they have a better advantage coming into this, as we do see now, a bit of a skirmish going on in this mid lane. Spain looking to take the Crystal Tree and cause a bit of an upset with this engagement.
Teleport in from Dorcas. Was the team going to be able to put, unfortunately, TennoJJ on the back foot, not going to be able to engage whatsoever. Tyrus will be able to find the killing blow onto Malene, closing the gap instantaneously. Fountain will be getting an extra sustain for Tyrus. Force call coming on through. We'll be able to connect and put them on the back lane, but that's allowing Joselu to harass TennoJJ as he does almost go down. Deserve the blood for blood. Not able to use it right away, but he does find up the kill as Inara does also go down. That's going to be a 3-man trade going over to Spain, applying so much pressure. Finn on his own into this mid lane again. A little bit harassed, so the Storm is available in 40 seconds, so he will be not having to use that, as Nomo will be able to flank on through and get the kill under the first mid lane turret.
Man, this is Spain. That, by the way, that team fight was so split in different areas of that kind of mid lane, jungle section of the map, Max. And initially, it looked like Germany was going to get the better of the team fight, but then we saw Spain work really well together with the Silver Nail, with the Maline, with the Celeste, just doing a lot of work, and we're seeing Bruto getting onto Techno.
Yeah, 1v1, but look at that Spitfire and Goop combo doing so much work onto Bruto. He's going to be dipping into the darkness, just having a hard time dealing with that burn damage. So we'll be able to anyway. No kills going over to both teams in that 1v1 skirmish. So 9 minutes in, 7-2, but right now still Spain really grinding up their gears and having a nice little goal lead coming on their side. So far, like, Spain definitely having a nice lead. They just have to keep rolling and snowballing this game. If they give, once again, a little bit more room to Team Germany, they have a comp that can punish you really hard in the late game.
Yeah, especially when you look at the build coming out from Sneaky Max on, his first tier 3 item was boots. So even though engagement-wise, they have kind of maybe been a bit more aggressive than I would like, their build paths are definitely heading towards the late game. Once Sneaky gets a bit more of a tanky Lance build path, let's see what can happen though as Ghostwing is being captured by Spain.
We have another steal. No, unfortunately, Spitfire just a little bit too late. Dorcas, he does have his ultimate, will be able to teleport away normally. Will be able to get there, but Mortal Wound is applied. He heals barely in time. Will be able to get himself out. Sneaky taking a little bit of damage there by Josue. Githam will be followed up. Going to be able to push him a little bit further away. Still, unfortunately, that's going to be no steals for Team Germany. Spain securing that over for themselves. And they're just applying so much onto this map, and we are 10 minutes in. 2 Ghost Rings in a row. Blacklaw will be spawning in the near future. So if these fights keep going over to Team Spain, they can definitely try and keep pushing. But right now, what they need is turrets. They need objectives. And that's what I see Team Spain trying to do and pull off in this top part of the lane. They need room to team fight.
They need, yeah, they need room to rotate even more. They need to maintain this map control that they are outputting. The goal difference is heavily in their favor, about 6k at this stage of the map. And 4-man push up in that top lane, it is the time to gear up and go in hard with the Solar Storm. Max, I'm ripping through quite effectively, as you do see Hundor on the bottom lane is doing a little bit, but it's not really much. And the turret being taken up in the top lane by Spain, it's a start. It's the beginning. When we look at the build pass, we do see VG Josui again going for the Dragon, the Spellfire Eve of Horrors build path. On a side note, he does have a nice infusion in his pocket ready to activate when a team fight does start between these two teams. And then when you look over, and Techno JJ only has 1 tier 3 item. So realistically, this Celeste is about an item and a half ahead of Scarf. And that is what is giving Spain these team fights to win. Just based on that alone, never mind the fact that Nomo is looking really strong on that Silverdale quite effectively. It's what is the table turner for Spain right now, Maxman, but it could change very soon.
Crystal Trin going to be taken down really, really fast over by Team Spain. They're going to try and look for that engage potential. Arden and also the Inara will not be joining the fray. 3-man stun with Kibble and the Githam wall. The CC is insane, coming out by Sneak and Keanu Nakoa. Now the re-engagement from Burrito. The goalie will be coming on through, going to be able to zone out this Scarf, not be able to get himself to safe position. And that's going to be 2 kills going over to this Arden, played by It's Joselu. Doing really well with the Alpha earlier. Now it's Arden, and he's pulling it off great so far. Still, right, they were able to, like, get that fight, and they were losing it from the start. They had to quibble the 3-man Githam wall coming up from Sneaky and Keanu Nakoa and that Lance and that Finn. But they turned it around because the damage output is just way too important for Spain.
It is. Now, Sneaky showed signs of so much great CC ability. If you imagine, like you pointed out, if that was a CC... if that was a CP Lance,
CP Lance,
yeah, CP Lance, and that Githam wall would last effectively a lot longer, even in the early stages of the game. Therefore, it would have done more work and would allow Germany to disengage a little bit better and even potentially turn the fight around. But the Black Claw has been unleashed. Spain really snowballing this game. 13 minutes in with that massive goal lead of about 8k at this stage of the game. They're not pushing as much as they thought they would, but they've secured another turret in the mid lane. They might be able to get one more. I don't think it will, because Germany are really focusing on that Dragon.
Yeah, they have to try and go for the ghosting right now, but I think right now that Team Germany, they know what is up, and unfortunately the Arden Joslu is in the top lane, so if a fight does burst out as of now, it might be going over to Team Germany, but they have to be just very cautious about that. Scarf also was not joining the fray, so I think they had an opportunity there, but they did also see the Arden in the top lane. They did see him, so they're ready now to pull the trigger. Kiani Nako with the polite company will not be able to get a little bit of a pullback onto Bruto. Now they're going to be changing their focus over to this ghosting. They're going to try and force the fight, and this is very smart from Team Germany as the Arden is still in the top lane. Slowly going to try and rotate his way around. That's going to be the Rebuke going to be missing out, unfortunately, for the number. Still 4v5. It's Spain applying the pressure. Hundor going very low, taking a lot of damage, but unfortunately that's going to be the Silvanel just way too deep, and Solar Storm ripping on through onto Inara, bursting her down as if it was nothing. Nice, Gorley going to be able to get a nice stun onto Techno JJ. Impale following on 3 for Sneaky, but still Spain are unstoppable as of now. Techno JJ very low on his energy bar, will not be able to get a kill, and so is the Celeste. But that's going to also be Sneaky, just was trying to win a little bit of time for his Scarf. Going to be rotating his other way around, but did find his life getting taken away by, once again, Team Spain.
Yeah, that was a 4v5 team fight engagement, 5 in the favor of Germany, yet they still lost it so effectively. It's Joseph did appear at the right time. Is Canada going to try and take
Polite, no, he's going to go for Polite Company. He doesn't have his ult yet. Go on, Polite. Oh, that would have been nice. But I think it's also, I think the range is actually too short for that ability to hit. I'm not too sure. I know you're for a fact that the trash talk ability of Tony can hit, but I'm not sure about Polite Company.
Yeah, I don't think it can. But hey, look, didn't hurt him to try. Spain weren't going to engage hard on him with that if he had of. But whoa, what is Tires doing?
Tyros just jumped on through and didn't know the Bruto was there. Was a Maline just got rooted instantly. That was not the main target, but still, nice little trade coming out for Bruto. And yeah, once again,
So,
like, Spain on the lead.
Exactly, 15.5 minutes into the game, they are 8k gold ahead. Looking at the itemization, I like the fact that Techno has gone for Dragon's Eye second item. It does make sense, but really, Spain have to play around and they have to kind of really disengage. They have to kind of kite back quite nicely. Even though Inara is a bit of a kind of a frontline hero, they do need to kind of play around the Finn and the Scarf. Sneaky has gone for kind of full utility. Interesting. I don't quite agree with it, but let's see how it does play out. And we do see that a couple of items, but Spain are engaging hard, Maxman.
4-man quibble for Kiani Nakoa into this mid lane, but they will be losing at the end of the day their choke point turret. Also, maybe into the top lane, there's going to be Bruto doing a very nice split push. 2 turrets going over to their side. Dorcas will be grabbed up, but not the main target you're looking for. But he's going to get CC to death, and he will not actually have the time to port himself out of the base of Team Germany. So that's going to be a really nice pickup going up from them. The CC chain, as we were talking about into the late game Imperium, really had its effect onto Dorcas, just not denying him his escape route, and he was just going down. So this is still, that is an opportunity now for Team Spain to back off and like build up a little bit, but Sneaky, unfortunately, he's not going to be the one that's going to get sneaked upon on this fight, but he will be able to increase the gap and escape anyways. Unfortunately for Team Spain, not finding the kill they were looking for.
Not finding the kill, but it delayed Germany going in hard as he captures the window to Techno JJ. Yeah, it did stop Germany from kind of getting back into the game via the Black Claw. It now means that the Maline is back up quite effectively. Is a 5v5 situation. Germany are definitely building up a little bit higher, but they still look so much weaker, Maxman. They still look like they're not really able to get on to the Spanish team because the mobility that Spain have, the will and the ability to disengage and then re-engage is so effective coming out from the Spanish team that I don't think Germany can kind of handle it. However,
well, they can handle the silver now, that's for sure. Just took out the silver now, unfortunately out of position. Is this what we call a throw? I definitely do think so, as Black Claw should be normally secured over by Team Germany. They do have some steal potential. They do have the Celeste. They have Dorcas. They have Bruto. Dorcas, they already have the steal on the ghosting, but they're going to be jumping on through and trying to harass. So the Storm ripping on through, going to be doing a little bit of chip damage onto this Black Claw. Will it be secured away? I'm not too sure. And it will be secured and taken up by Team Germany with a potential comeback and a reverse sweep. That's going to be unfortunate. Hundor out of position, getting punished by the Marines light ribbons. Githam Wall, 3-man Githam Wall will be followed up by this last double kill for Spain. And this is maybe the end
Wait.
of the game, Imperium. The
It
two
could
choke
be.
point turrets are down. The two armories are available and could be going down anytime soon. Techno JJ, one man standing right now into the base. Is going to be also with Tyrus. Can they pull off the 2v4? I'm not too sure. 7L, though, is going to be joining us. It's going to be a 2v5. The armory, mid lane armory does go down first. The top lane armory does follow up and goes down second. The Vein Crystal is open for damage. Spain going to try to get, and in the game's core collapse does connect, but they're trying to turn it around. Bruto did a lot of damage, but this will be a huge upset, and it will be 2-0 for Team Spain against Team Germany.
Oh man, that absolutely core. That is what pro level opportunistic play is all about, Max. And Spain kind of going, yeah, look, you can take the Black Claw guys, but you're taking a lot of damage, and you're going to be a little bit kind of ineffective after the Black Claw is taken. They jumped onto Hundor, shut Hundor down straight away, and then they just turned their attention to the rest of the German team, got another couple of kills. The 5-man then engagement onto the armories, got the job done. But at the end of the day, Germany did not play their comp to the best of their ability. They really didn't kind of secure a passive early game. They weren't doing too badly, but Spain ramped up very effectively from the early game. They got the kills that they needed to get. They got the gold lead, and they just then rotated even a lot better compared to the first game, Max. They actually looked a lot more synergistic and a lot more team favorable in that second game. Part of that came from the lead and the optimization that they had. But yes, Spain definitely putting in a bit of a ridiculously good performance, and it will lead to a true rematch in the grand finals when we do have it.
Damn, I have no words. I have no words.
Yeah.
This is the biggest upset in the EU WSG qualifiers. Even in Qualifier 1
Wow.
and Qualifier 2 is bigger than Ireland winning up against Team United Kingdom. This is huge.
It is.
And that's going to be then, indeed, as you did just mention, it is going to be a true finals, a true qualifier match for the spot in the WSG China final live event. I just cannot, man, I cannot wait to see how Germany and how Team Spain are going to be playing up each other in the BO5. It will be the last final, because if you guys don't know, I'm going to be putting our beautiful faces as of now. There it is. Like, if you guys do not know, that means that now Team Spain, they won the second qualifier. Team Germany won qualifier number 1. So that means that now that both teams having won their first spot in both of these qualification phases. For the live event in China, they're going to be having a final epic BO5 match. And the winner of that match will be the representing team of the European Vainglory scene for the China live event. So both teams, I think they both deserve to go there, but there's only going to be one going to be going there, Imperium, in this match.
Yeah, they definitely both deserve to go, but I hope Team Germany realize that if they really want to get to these live finals in China, they've got to overall get their act together. They've got to practice a bit more. They've got to really get the meta, get the comps down to the absolute T, and then carry that forward into the game. Not too many mistakes were made by Germany, but when you're going up against a team and a set of players are individually realistically as good as you guys, any one mistake makes a big difference, and that in turn can create a snowball effect. And it's exactly what Spain did, especially in that second game. And my player of the series has to go to No Soy Unomo, just because he played such an effective part of both games, especially as a Silver Knight. He just knows exactly who to target, who to focus, who to really lock down in these team fights, and it really lets Spain tear through the German team.
Okay, just 2 seconds right there. But yeah, like, that's going to be then, indeed, if you did just join us, you just missed out the action. I'm just going to say we do have Team Spain taking on through Team Germany 2-0 in an epic BO3 for the final match of the WSG qualifier of round number 2. Man, I couldn't ask for a better match today, Imperium. But anyways, we're going to be ripping on through. We're going to be wrapping things up today for you guys. Don't laugh on me, Imperium. I can see on the camera right there. Anyway, yes, thank you guys for watching so much. Greatly appreciated having you onto the stream. So the next time we'll be coming up for you guys, it will be for the final match of to know which team will be representing EU in the China Live event. So we'll be coming up to you guys for a little bit more information as of that match, the time, the dates, everything about it. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. Imperium, do you have anything to add before we do wrap this up?
I just can't wait for the grand finals. Well done to all teams that did participate in the tournament, and you know, the excitement is just getting started, Maxon.
Yeah, and it's just starting. So, guys, stay awesome, and we'll be seeing you guys next time on The Rise.
To escape. When you're walking on the moon, walking on the moon, chase your happy place. It will change your groove when you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the moon. When we dance again, all our troubles seems to fade away. Some levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our trouble seems to fade away. This is how I feel when you take me to some places that I've never been. When we dance again, that I've never been, that I've never been. Walking on the moon. One moment to escape. When you're walking on the moon. Walking on the moon. Chase your happy place. It will change your groove when you're dancing on the moon, dancing on the on levels that I've never been. When we dance again, all our troubles seems to fade away.